Today we'll be reviewing a game that I played. I had a pretty decent start and I failed to convert this game into a win. What I want to do in reviewing this game, sometimes we can focus on, did I fight well? What's the important part of this problem? What am I working on laning? In this type of VOD, honestly, when you don't really know where to start, you can always just take a look at your deaths and see how you died, why you died, and what we can improve upon from there. Alright, so this is the first clip. It's a 17-minute fight here over the Herald. So let's see what happens here. So we know we're gonna die in all these clips. I'm not gonna look good, but you know, whatever. Let's just see what happens. So it seems like we kind of send this fight and we just lose the skirmish. Any reason why we lose this skirmish? Oh, I remember this now. So we're doing the Herald, right? And the Pantheon is completely inside the pit. I pinged to go out, but of course we have to complete the Herald, right? And this fight just becomes very difficult because my Malphite is being zoned by the Renekton. The Xin Zhao is jumping into our backline, where we can't really just kill the Xin Zhao on our own, I think, or at least, let's see. I mean, I think I'm trying, but I kind of can't. And Pantheon is getting smoked by Braum Kaisa, which makes more sense than Xin Zhao dying to Yunara Sona, right? Like in a 2v1 when Xin Zhao's melee range. So yeah, try to squeeze a bit of more damage. The Renekton is also far more useful than the Malphite this game because it's full AP Malphite. And yeah, Braum just gets to... I think we're just too split up to make things work. We don't have enough CC to play this out. Malphite never got the good ult angle, or at least didn't really use it. So I think this fight is just like... we see that it's going to be a bad fight because Pantheon gets this Herald. Our team is very split. And we need a better front-to-back situation where, like, me and Sona getting hit this much is already pretty bad. My Sona is flashing out. I think my best choice is honestly to just leave this fight here. I mean, obviously, it's in hindsight, it's definitely better than what happened, right? We died for 3, and I don't even know if we picked up... No, we picked up the eye, but it seems pretty useless. There's really no point, right? In terms of the actual fight, I think the DPS is fine. It's just like there's nothing here, right? My Sona dies, my Malphite is out, and there's just no more fight really to be played here. I think it's just a decision to leave. In terms of mechanics, there's really not much more to be done. We're just completely outstatted in that particular fight. So now we move on to the second death that we're gonna see. So it's very fun, right? We have the first fight. We died 17 minutes. Now we're going to die again at 18. So let's see exactly what happens here. I have the Annie next to the Braum. Dash out of the Braum, but by kiting with the like that, I get into the Kai'Sa range. At half HP. There's Stibbers here. I guess we're always hitting something here. Hold on. So we'll take a look at that part of the fight in a bit. I just want to see my uptime because we go from hitting Braum shield to hitting Tibbers. So at least we're always hitting something, which isn't too bad. We miss Braum. The Kai'Sa is still here, and she gets the kill. Is this enough stuff? Yeah, at least it's an ace for the team. Now let's take a look at what goes wrong here. I think that the first disconnect is quite a big deal because this is so unsafe to enter, right? We don't have control of this area. The fight is happening towards this side, but we're getting collapsed from here, right? Like me, as the backline, I'm directly in the front line, right? So this is pretty bad. What would be the other way to join this fight? Maybe... Okay, this feels super bad, but if there's no blast gun here, maybe ulting and Eing into the pit is a better way. So at least my teammates are in front of me. Maybe that's a better solution. Otherwise, I don't know. Let's take a look further and see how this goes. So hit Annie. Maybe ult Annie. Like here, this is still fine. And then E into the pit, so maybe a bit closer. E into the pit and good to go. Because here I E out, right? I E out of my teammates' side because I thought they were going to start entering a bit more. And so I get all of this damage from Kai'Sa that I shouldn't. I think that's kind of a... Maybe it's playable still, yeah. If we do this, but we don't dash out like this, we dash into the pit, maybe it's still playable. And then here we take a lot of free damage. We're isolated from our team. This part I kind of don't have issues. Landing the W on Braum would be better, but like I think the mistakes are done from earlier. And then here I tried to out DPS the Kai'Sa, but I failed. But it's mostly due to the mistakes I did previously. I think we could have squeezed more damage if we do those little things a bit better. Alright, so now I move on to the third death here. Oh, I remember this one. So in this situation, the Akali goes for 1v1 into the Kai'Sa, but we see Braum and Xinjia running into this situation. I ping out, but it's a bit late. Xinjia flashes onto the Akali, and the Akali like is Zhonyaist. I feel like she's dead, but she pings in, or sorry, she pings assist, and I'm like just hitting for fun. And Braum passive and Kai'Sa ulti, yeah, but mostly the Braum passive there. Completely messing me up, and it's her mistake, right? She's playing 1v3, she gets flashed on, you know, it is what it is. She has Zhonya's. I don't even know if she should use it. Maybe it's still worth it, but I like the ping to assist for me to help here is just grief. There's nothing we can do to get out. But like low-key, Sona getting the ult and whatnot is fine. I just keep fighting this. Maybe like ultimately like the least amount of correction I'd have to make is just not fighting in this spot. And once we have like the Braum passive, it's just over, of course. Sona didn't really die from this play, and they got Baron from this, so it was absolutely terrible. We either let the Akali die. I think that's like my best instinct here. Just let the Akali die. And now, given the situation we're in, actually just leave. But you know what do I feel like? Oh, I have Q act. I just used ult. I want to fight now, right? And it's not a good decision. All right, moving on to fourth death. This is just like full death montage. Feels really weird to just look at a game and we're just commenting on this. It's also kind of a cold game from my perspective because I haven't I played this game like 10 hours ago, so I just get to see like lowlights from myself. It feels a bit bad on confidence wise, but here I tried to play behind like a minion and Xinjia, but I mean, yeah, like fully flanking. Our Malphite goes in. I have no one else with me. The Akali has to go out as well. I mean, there's this whole fight before. Is there any way to leave this? I don't think so. The Malphite also dies that tower shot. I don't know. When do you actually leave this? This actually looks like such a weird death. Here we see the Xinjia getting the kill on the Pantheon. So we kind of knew that Xinjia is behind enemy lines. Maybe you leave here. Yeah, the Renekton is too deep. It's just really unfortunate. Braum is 1 HP. How does the Renekton die, by the way? Oh, he dies right after Akali finishes the Zhonya's. He gets the execute with R2. Okay. I didn't even understand what happened there. I think it's at this point we know that the Xinjia is coming back here, like wherever my mouse is. I just need to run to the wolves, and like at most here I already used my W slow as well. Yeah, I think all my contribution is done. I should just leave here. Now, of course, I'm not gonna win the Xinjia against the Xinjia, right? It's 2 levels up, and I don't have anything to kite him from. I think that's the only consideration there in regards to how to play this better. And then this last fight is very difficult. This whole last fight was very weird to navigate. This is gonna be soul fight for Hextech Soul, so I really want this. We're gonna get slowly poked out by the Kai'Sa Ws if you don't do anything. So let's see how this goes. The Braum kind of goes in. We try to hit Braum and whoever is here. We get stunned by the Annie. My front line is just diving their back line as well. Me and Sona are kind of running for our lives. We kill Tibbers. I miss the RW, and then I go forward, and this is completely troll, right? It looks super troll. I thought at this point of the game, right, we're just seeing like lowlights. Oh, no, you shouldn't play like, you know, I'm 10 and 4. I'm 5 items. I have enough gold for Gunblade, which, you know, it was kind of the item I wanted to build because I have an enchanter with me, and I want to try to double lifesteal things. I've done it a few times. I don't know if it's troll or not bad, but I thought here I'd have more damage for the Zen Kai'Sa. It was like in hindsight this looks completely troll, but I thought I landed the W, which I didn't, and I wanted to just deal damage to them, but I kind of just don't deal anything. It's a bit sad. Of course, you get like isolated Q from Kai'Sa and all of that. I just thought I was really strong, and I'm really strong at this point of the game, right? I don't know if I have like if I tab here, Okay, I do. I mean, it's also 5 item Kai, so it's 4 items in Zhao, who is a level up. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just thought I could do something. Anyway, I'm still really strong in this point of the fight. I think this any here just kind of killed it. The stun is so good, and then we're also just diving their backline instead of playing with me. But that's not really up to my decision making, right? It is what it is. Yeah, like I didn't even know if I had gold for QSS, and if I could have based before, I assume I couldn't. Anyway, this dash forward is questionable. I just thought I'd have more damage, which is the whole point of why this went wrong, right? I just thought I had more damage than what I did. Because here, if I don't EW forward, I can still kite a bit more with the Sona. Oh, a big important thing that also happens here is not only do I miss all my autos, right? I'm not even autoing anything, but my ulti actually just runs off. So my auto attacks actually won't deal any damage at this point. I should actually just leave by every metric possible. I think here, don't dash forward, just W. Kite back. And maybe it's still playable. Maybe you still have a game. But of course, when I play like that, it sucks. But it is what it is, right? You have to be very disciplined when you play DC, and sometimes it's like, you know, you see the diables and you're like, yeah, I gotta go for my montage play. And very often what wins games is being disciplined. How did I get to the point where I was strong this game? I was just very disciplined overall, right? And that's kind of not what applied here, and how we end up losing the game. I still had flash and everything as well. Just very sad conclusion to this game. I think it was totally winnable, and that responsibility lies on me. And, you know, we're going to make mistakes in some games. The important part is that we learn from them, right? And that's what this whole review bashing session's for. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. I was also trying the Hex Optics Rush item build instead of going Kraken first, trying some different things in settings. I was making my cursor smaller, HUD a bit larger, just so I can track my Q a bit better. Because I'm a noob and I don't look enough at my orange bar that's below my character here. I don't do this enough. Just trying to look at other things, trying to optimize other things, you know, whatever. We make mistakes. It's not the end of the world, as long as you learn from them. And it seems like a lot of these mistakes are just down to discipline and being still a little bit more patient. For me, that's usually where I lie. If I make some overcorrections by being too aggressive at some points, I'm okay with it, as long as we don't always make the same bad decisions. If you like what you watch, you can always drop a like, and the subscribe really helps out the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!